I didn't even know I was gonna perform at the pop out until Worthy called me. Shout out Jay Worthy, you feel me?
Was that like one of those, like, because I heard a few of the performances were like day of ads or like super last minute ads.
We wasn't super last minute. We for sure went to rehearsal.
Right.
We went to rehearsal like twice, you feel me, before, but even like how fast that kicked off, it was like, damn, we performing with Doc, like,
Yeah.
all right, for sure. Like, and then we didn't know we was a group until the day of the show. Like, we was just all
Kicking it.
Yeah, we was just all
Y'all
solo artists on one song.
It's like a crew.
Yeah,
Crew of
like,
rappers.
Straight up. Worthy put it together. I mean, he put us doing a little feature and shit together, and we kept it going. But it was like, man, we can't, because you know how the banner was.
Yeah.
Like, bro, we can't.
Yeah, I was in there.
We can't put
everyone's names.
Come on.
Yeah. It's
So
like
it's
we gotta
what y'all gonna call yourself? So we came up with that name. Shout out J3, bro. Shout out here to J3. 3 came up with that name, and we were saying meet the Parkers. It was like meet the Whoops, and it was like meet the Whoops. It just stuck. Like, so it was like, we gonna.
That's crazy. I didn't even realize that. Like, I guess we're a group, guys.
The day of, bro. I swear to God. That's why it's like everybody expecting so much from us. And it's like we gonna give y'all what y'all expecting and what y'all want and a little bit more. But just bear with us. Cause we didn't even know we was a group until the day of the show.
Right.
So now we kicking up everything just together, you know? And we all got solo careers too. So it's kind of hard to get 6 individual people together all the time that didn't start off as a group.
Right. So you end up doing the pop out. Vic was telling me you also did like you were working on some GNX maybe that might come out on the deluxe.
Man, yeah, man. I'm waiting to see. You know.
So what was that like? You were in the studio at top?
I didn't been in the studio, but we ain't really cooked like too much or nothing up yet. But it's been in the talks. It's been in the works for sure.
So after the video shoot, the pop out, and all that, were you able to connect with K-Dot at all?
Yeah. Nah. Now it's different. Now that's, you feel me.
Now y'all locked in. What was your first convo with him like?
My first conversation with him really was just him telling me like I always like me personally. He used to always tell my older homies like, hey, tell like young YS, like tell him to keep doing his thing.
Right.
It'd just be on some shit like that, but we ain't never chopped it up. But when we chopped it up, he was really just telling me like, everybody say a lot of good shit about you, bro. Like, you the youngest, like coming from over there. Like, you got charisma, you got aura to you. Like,
right.
A lot of people speak highly of you, so don't let yourself down and don't let people down. You know. And I'm like,
that's
straight
real.
up, like, you feel me? Then like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, like, one of the first time I ever talked to him on the phone, we was on the phone for like an hour, like a real hour, just chopping it up, talking about real life. We weren't even talking about music.
Wow.
We was just talking about real life. Just, he could see like a lot of himself in me, like just
similarities.
Trying to navigate through the streets and make it out of this the best way we can. So I really with bro. Like, he didn't help me on some real life, like outside of music too, like that I wouldn't even speak on. He wouldn't even speak on.
Right.
Like, it's certain shit that bro didn't really did for me just in this thin time of us knowing each other already. I'd be like, I'm like, bro, thorough.
Yeah.
He thorough for real.
That's dope. Shout out to Kendrick, man.
Shout out to bro. And we had the billboard in the hood up for like 8 months.
Yep.
Yeah, that was right on Rosecrans and Avalon. I used to like get off and catch the bus right there. Like, that's big to me.
I feel like there has to be some sort of like deluxe to the album coming because he kicked the Super Bowl off with an unreleased song. It's like,
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's something coming, dog. Like,
he got some tricks up his sleeve, but he's so confidential. We only gonna know when it's time to strike.
When because obviously you're very close with J3. Like
that's my everyday. It's my dog.
Did he under like because a lot of times, at least I heard, a lot of people didn't realize that they were gonna make the album until the album dropped.
Yeah,
and then they heard themselves on the album like, oh.
And another thing, a lot of people didn't know who was on that with him.
Right, because the features weren't listed.
Exactly.
So you were like, and J3 is not like a household name, so you hear this voice, you're like, wait, who's this? Well, I gotta wait for the internet to tell me.
It's like when it first dropped.
When it first dropped, I was in Thailand, leaving Rolling Loud.
Damn.
And that shit dropped, and I was like, what the
out of the blue too.
Out of the blue, like out of nowhere, dog.
That shit was crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
Listening to the album and I'm trying to decide. I'm like, yo. I remember when I first heard Lefty at the TV off, I was like, what the like Lefty Kendrick out, what the
I was thinking too, like when he first dropped, like why he didn't put the features on it, but it kind of was like low-key intriguing. It kind of made you want to know.
Playboy Cardi did the same thing.
Yeah.
When Cardi's album first dropped, he was like everyone had to break down the features and then it took a few days for them to go up.
It was just like, you looking at it like, damn, it make you want to know. Like it's kind of more like, you know, who the fuck is this?
Right.
Like, you know, if you don't already know the voice.
Right. Nah, for sure. Because there was a lot of young up and coming artists.
Hell yeah, he put on for the coast. He brought the light back.
Yeah.
Straight up, he brought the light back.
Do you feel like you know, there's like because now it's like the pressure's up, right? So it's like,
Hell yeah.
now that the light's back on LA in a way,
What we gonna do with it?
Yeah, it's like,
Hell
now it's
yeah, I
like,
feel like that. I'm for sure applying pressure this year. This for sure gonna be my best year. I'm gonna manifest that right here on Bootleg Kev. It's gonna be my best year.
yeah, I feel like, you know, Wally's in a good position. I don't know if he's announced his new situation,
from
but
the
he's in a
same,
great situation.
I just left Miami with Wally.
But yeah, shout out to Wally. He's
Yeah, that's
going
my
crazy.
brother. That's
He just
my
shot a music
dog.
video at my pizza restaurant.
I was supposed to be there, man. I was running late, doing bullshit. On God.
Nah, I think it's a good opportunity. I just feel like, you know, people got to be intentional. They got to move with intention, you know.
For sure.
The music's got to be well thought out.
Yeah, it can't just be half.
Like, yo, let's throw some shit out just to see what I like. Put focus, you know, like. So I think that's what's. I feel like that's really like what artists got to do. They really got to tap in. I was talking to Blast about that. He's like, cats got to like drop an intention. They got to really put a rollout together.
Yeah.
Make a real effort to
Get your PR on and all that.
and also just make an effort to make the music like timeless. 'Cause
Yeah,
if
no,
you
for
got,
sure.
Shit, if GNX is the bar, it's like shit, man. You gotta
Straight
aim
up.
for that.
Nah, real shit. And you don't want no music that's just only gonna last for a period of time.
Right.
You know, like you don't want that.
So have you been in the studio with Kendrick yet?
Yeah, I have, but we ain't, you know.
What is
ain't
it?
lay nothing down though.
Was he laying shit down?
We was really just vibing, like
Just hanging out, playing
just
shit.
hanging out.
Just yeah. I'm
He
just
getting to know me and shit. Like,
yeah, his
you feel me?
studio process gotta be crazy. I'm just curious, like his writing process. Like, so many artists nowadays, like they don't write right.
Yeah, I don't write.
You punch in.
I punch in. I started off writing though for sure,
I
but
feel like you gotta write again, man.
yeah, that's what everybody be saying though. But
Because at the end of the day, I feel like I said, every bar matters more.
for sure, nah, you not lying at all.
If you're in the studio, everybody's drinking, and you just trying to find a line because you got the microphone. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like,
it's no purpose.
there's no purpose.
There's no purpose.
It's like, yo,
behind
when
that
you
shit.
write that shit out, or you go in there with a game plan, it's a little different. Now it's
See-
different. Like if it's a melody.
For sure.
And
Melody's way more
yeah,
easier to
melody's
catch.
different because you're like, yo, I'm gonna cut a hook, I'm gonna cut a bridge, and I'm gonna just drop a melody real quick. I'm gonna fill it in. But if it's like a verse, like you gotta kind of try to put that pen to pen. I feel like people got to start doing that shit again
Nah, for sure.
because you hear the artists
Go
who
back
do
to
it.
the basics sometimes.
Like J. Cole still writes all his shit. You know, I'm sure Kendrick be writing. He
Nah,
has to. There's no way Kendrick don't write.
Yeah, come on. I'm pretty sure. I ain't saying he don't never punch in and out,
But
but,
I'm
come on,
saying,
man.
like, he
probably
gotta be writing
Come on,
for
man.
sure.
He kicking that shit.